Ever since I moved to Tokyo, I kind of feel like I stopped using my brain properly. Is that just me? There's too many choices here, stuff I would have remembered naturally before, I just don't anymore. Like, say I suddenly want to go back to this ramen place I ate at near some station once. Back home, I'd never forget where that was. But here, there's like 50 ramen shops around every station in it. I genuinely can't remember which one it was, and that weirdly shocked me. Just save it on your phone then. Yeah, but that's the thing, I didn't think to. That day I'd just come back from a job interview and I was sat there eating thinking, bloody hell, what am I even doing with my life? I didn't think this memory will matter later. But everything's in maps now. Notes, apps, saved folders. I've basically built a life where I don't have to remember anything myself anymore, and because of that feels like I barely use my head at all. Tokyo really is one of those places where if you ain't got money, youth, or some massive ambition, it kind of eats you alive. Honestly, I want to tell every countryside kid this. Cities are built for people who want to throw money at all the annoying little tasks of living so they can spend the leftover time chasing whatever dream they've got. And like, once you become an adult, other people's birthdays stop sticking in your head. They're just random numbers, aren't they? But somehow, I still remember my primary school friends' birthdays. Haven't forgotten a single one. Maybe because I spent 6 years repeating them in my head without realising. Now, Line remembers everything for me. I don't even memorise plans anymore. Barely make plans, actually. Half the time, just watching someone's stories makes you feel like you've already seen them. Also, how many people actually go back and look at the posts they saved for later? Be honest, it's all stored on some external hard drive now, and apparently I can survive without remembering anything myself. And then I start thinking, what even am I then? Because aren't we made out of memory? Personality is just accumulated continuity in it. This happened, then this happened, therefore I became this person. But lately I keep thinking, maybe the self is just a shape formed by information passing through the brain. People say the soul lives inside the body, but honestly, feels like there are bodiless intentions floating all over the world now. Because we think we've got our own opinions, but half the time we've just copied someone else's. You relate to someone, absorb their words, then start calling it your belief. Human memory is unreliable, so we've always externalized it. Diaries, notes, carvings on stone, messages scratched into walls. Social media kind of started there if you think about it. But now everything's changed. Information spreads too fast. No one controls it anymore. The speed of externalization's become ridiculous. It used to be experience something, process it, record it. Now it's experience something, instantly post it, let other people decide what it meant. We upload experiences before we've even emotionally digested them ourselves. People are lonely, so the second someone else reflects our feelings back at us, we feel relieved. But if that relief becomes too strong, you stop forming feelings first and start looking for emotions that already fit existing templates. Your intentions stop rising from inside you and start getting selected from your timeline. Honestly, the internet's probably choosing you more than you're choosing it. Because right now, you're taking the answer ChatGPT gave you and thinking it's your own will. You're just scared of being wrong, scared of messing up and having everyone judge you, you know. And listen, lately I've been feeling like my entire life runs on subscription services, you get that? Spotify's full of music, but no CDs pile up on my shelves anymore. Netflix watch lists keep growing, but there's nothing physical left in the room afterwards. Me and my partner keep going back and forth about whether to rent forever or buy a house one day. But I grew up in a detached house, so the idea of going home to someone else's building still feels odd to me. Like, you can pay rent for years and it's still technically someone else's walls. But then again, what's the actual difference between owning and renting? Financially, it all blurs together eventually anyway. Maybe what I really want isn't ownership. Maybe I just want continuity. Honestly, the only thing that makes me feel continuous sometimes is insomnia. Like yesterday I couldn't sleep, and today I'm exhausted because of it. My body literally proving that yesterday existed. Subscriptions don't feel continuous. They renew monthly. They don't age with you. I think maybe I'm craving something with physical aging built into it. Something that grows old alongside me, and that loss of continuity's infected relationships too. I find it weird, honestly kinda disgusting sometimes, that memories with friends now happen even while you're apart. Oi, saw your story the other day. Why does that feel so wrong? I don't want constant connection. I want certain memories to stay private, just between me and one other person. And social media completely blurs who emotions are even meant for. You write something thinking of one specific person, then a bunch of random strangers consume it instead, while the person you actually wanted to reach never even sees it. Even the things we love, aren't those meant to stay secret sometimes? Telling someone what you genuinely love still feels like confessing love to me, like handing over a hidden organ or something. But now rapid sharing itself has become the value. People say they only want their work to reach people who truly understand them. But realistically, if you want it to reach the right person, it probably has to reach loads of wrong people too. That's what fame is. Even the people who hate you end up receiving you. You know the difference between an artist and a creator. Artists make things for themselves. Creators make things to receive reactions. Artists who survive while staying artists are people who attract others just by existing. Creators build target audiences, curate aesthetics, package themselves, optimize emotional responses. Honestly, I reckon there are barely any successful artists left, mostly just successful creators pretending to be artists. And yeah, obviously I want the artists I love to keep making stuff forever. That's why I want them to sell. Selling's supposed to be the method, not the goal. My goal isn't success. I just want people to keep creating when they feel like creating. But at the same time, maybe that's naive rubbish too. You can't say I want people to find my work while refusing to be approachable in the first place. Bit like being cold and rude when meeting someone for the first time, then wondering why nobody stays. Though honestly, maybe that's still better than becoming one of those empty artists who only want to look like artists. But then I suddenly think, wait, am I talking about myself? When people criticize others, aren't they sometimes just trying to reassure themselves they're different? Because let's be real, and hardly anyone posts into a completely empty timeline. We need witnesses to understand ourselves. God, that contradicts everything I just said. But even if the self is just a copy made from other people's memories and accumulated fragments, I still want to feel like I exist right now.